Hey everyone, this is Jason from Dawn of the Devs with another daily code challenge for you. And today's challenge says write a function that takes two strings and returns a string consisting of the alternating characters in each string. And then on line 7, we see an example of hello and world, and basically the two words are kind of interleaved into each other. On lines 11 and 12, I've got a couple of console logs that are going to spit out the result of my function that I need to write. Just kind of set myself up early for that. And I think this would be kind of interesting because there's a couple of gotchas to look out for. Notice on line 11, I've got the example from line 7 showing hello and world. And line 12, I've got two strings. But the thing that I'm wondering about is what happens when the first string is smaller than the second string. You know, there's different lengths. Hello world's kind of tricky because both of them are the same length, looks like. So I think there's some corner cases to look out for. So let's see if we can catch all those cases. So I'm going to call my function alt string. It's going to take string 1 and string 2. And I'm going to just go ahead and create the return variable right now and get that set up. All right. What I also want next is a variable to hold the max length of the two strings. And I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that here and then explain. Let's say length, string 1 dot length, if that is greater than string 2 dot length. What I want to do is assign the length of string 1 to the value of max length. Otherwise, and that's why this colon here, that's what's going on with that. Otherwise, string 2 dot length, I want to assign string 2 length's value to max length. This is called a ternary operator. If you've never seen it before, this is what it is. This is what it looks like as far as syntax. I tend to not use them that much. You know, I use them sparingly. The reason being the syntax is kind of terse. It can get confusing if there's too much logic going on there. But in some cases, it works out nicely, and I like it right here. So I'm gonna roll with it. If we're going to be doing something with the characters of, you know, each character in each word, you're probably thinking in your mind, we probably need some kind of a loop, and you'd be correct. So we need a for loop. We're going to say for, let I equal 0 or start at position 0. And while I is less than max length, I plus plus, so just a normal string. And we're going to have two conditional checks in here because we have to be careful. We got to be sure that when we look at the character at position I, we don't want to go beyond the length of that string because that'll be an error. So let's do that check. If I is less than max length, then that was dumb, sorry. Not max length. If I is less than string 1 dot length, obviously it's less than max length, other we wouldn't be in the loop. So I goofed there. So if I is less than string 1 dot length, we know that we're still within the range of string 1's length. And then at that point, we can do result plus equal string 1 I. All right. And the second conditional check will be the same thing, but instead of string 1, it'll be string 2. So let's get that set up. I just did a quick replace string 1 with string 2. And just by looking at that, I think that we're good. And I think I'm confident to try to run it and see what happens. So let's give this a run. All right, so it looks like hello world is doing the right thing. And then I'm looking at the second console log. It was, the first string was AAA, the second string was B, 6 times in a row. And we see like the first, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? The first 6 characters of that string, the letters are interleaves, but the final characters, there wasn't enough characters in the first string to put them in the middle or go alternating with the second string. The last part of this So that works. Let me do this real quick just to kind of show why this conditional check is important. What I'm going to do is, let me just put that right here. Let me put that one right there. And then these guys, I'll just go ahead and delete them. Clean this up a little bit. So if I didn't have that conditional check, let's just see what would happen. Yeah, okay, so it's saying undefined and there. So that would have totally jacked it up. That's why it's important to check the range first before you actually put in those values. So I'll put those back in. Control Z, Z, Z. There we go. All right, so that's today's code challenge, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time, all right? Take care.